Hello my plant friends. So this is the second part of my previous houseplant haul video. In that video I have shown you the plants which I purchased before. So if you haven't visited that video yet, the link is given in the description box as well as in the eye icon above. So check that video out. In that video I have shown my 6 to 7 plants which I purchased in last 2-3 months. But before starting this video and show you the next 7 to 8 plants, I really like to thank my new subscriber for subscribing to my channel. So without further talk, let me show you my plant one by one and I talk about that how I am taking care of this plant. So the plants which I am going to show you today are one variety of bromeliad which is quite new for me, 2 to 3 types of or varieties of Hoyas, one Christmas cactus is there, and there is 2 orchids which is also new for me, but they are not doing anything for me right now, and there is one variety of anthurium, and there is one rubber plant is also there. I also have one rubber plant, but that plant is also not doing something for me. That plant I think is got into dormancy, so I purchased once again a rubber plant, and I hope that this plant will do something for me. And I also purchased a peace lily. I have a peace lily before, but that plant didn't go well. Day after day the leaves were burnt because I think because of the hard water, but this time I just decided to keep my peace lily happy. So in future video I will tell you that how I am taking care of my peace lily, and now my peace lily have 3 to 4 new blooms, which is quite surprising for me because I just thought that maybe this plant is also gone into dormancy, because after several days this plant didn't give out any new leaves. But now this is doing very good in my room. I keep this plant in my room where this plant gets medium bright sunlight. So in next video I will definitely going to tell you that how I am taking care of my peace lily. So the next plant, so the first plant for today, as I told you, is a variety of bromeliad. Bromeliad is quite new for me. I don't like bromeliad that much. This plant was just my husband choice. He purchased this plant, and after discussing we just decided to purchase this plant because this plant is quite costly for me. And also I don't have any idea whether this plant is easy to go for a house plant, or this plant needs any kind of special requirement. So I purchased this plant because of my husband, and since I purchased this plant is doing good. Rather this plant is showing some kind of, I think, stress because the leaf ends is getting burnt out. So when I searched that why my plant bromeliad leaves is getting burned, leaf ends are getting burned, then I find out that there in the sites they told that the leaf burnt is caused because of direct sunlight. But when I purchased this plant and brought this plant in my room, in my house, I keep this plant in my east facing window where this plant gets bright with indirect sunlight. So I think that the cause that the nets show that because of direct sunlight the leaf get burnt out, I think that is not true, because I keep this plant in bright but indirect sunlight. So I think because of the stress by traveling, this plant is showing the stress. And now I place this plant with my other house plants, where this plant gets the higher level of humidity, because this plant loves humidity. And instead of placing a pebble tray underneath, I keep this plant with my other house plants, where this plant is now doing very good and the leaf burns are not going any further bad. So the variety of this plant is there are also very different varieties of bromeliads are available in market. This variety is the name is Verseria splendors of flaming swords. You can guess why the name is flaming sword, because the flower structure is like a sword, and when this flower blooms, the flower color is yellow in color. That's why I think this plant name is flaming sword. You can see that my plant bloom is in purple color. It have already bloomed. Bromeliad usually bloom after 2 to 3 years of maturity, and I think that this plant is quite matured, because you can see that in my one plant there are also 3 to 5 to at least there is 5 to 6 other pups are there. When I get to know about this plant from net, I get to know that when the matured or the mother plant have bloomed, that pub or the mother plant didn't bloom, rebloom again. So it is better to cut the flower stalk, and now I decided to cut the flower stalk, and after some time I will separate the pups from the mother plant. When I get this plant was in a plastic wrap. So I just transferred this plant from the plastic wrap to a terracotta pot. I did not change the soil mixture. The soil mixture that the nursery used for this plant is just the same. I water this plant 2 to 3 times in a week. The watering is totally depend on the soil mixture that in which your plant is. So water your plant regularly, but never keep this plant dry out. The top 1 inch could be dry out, but never leave this plant to get totally dried out, because maybe that will cause some burns into its leaves. This is also a very slow growing plant, but with a very little care you will get a very beautiful and gorgeous foliage plant. If you have this plant, please let me know that how you are taking care of this plant, so that I can also help my plant. So the next variety is this variety of Hoya. This Hoya variety name is Pencillata variegata. You can guess that why this plant name is variegata, because you can see the leaves have different variation of variegation. You can see that in some leaves, let me show you the plant. You can see the plant is very big and very voluminous, because you can see the leaves are very large in shape. The most attractive thing I found about Hoyas are that they are very less they need very less care, and with less care the leaves and the foliage are very different from each other. The variegation is also very different. You can see that in some leaves the variegation is totally variegated leaves. The variegation is in cream color. Some leaves are totally in cream color, there is no tinge of green in it, and some leaves have variegation, but the variegation is also different. In some leaves the variegation is in the edges, and in some leaves the variegation in the middle side. To my surprise, I got to know that Hoyas are quite slow growing, and I have different varieties of Hoyas and they are also very slow growing. Most of my Hoyas are very slow growing. They are growing leaves after 6 months. I will show you afterwards that which are growing now after 6 months of duration. But to my surprise, this plant is doing very well. Each and every day this plant is just popping out new leaves and new aerial roots also, and you can see the leaves are quite big in size, and the pot is very full. I keep this plant in my east facing window, where all day long this plant gets direct sunlight. When I searched different channels, they just recommend that you should never put your Hoyas in direct sunlight, because the leaves can get burned. But when I purchased this plant, the seller keep this plant in direct sunlight, where all day long this plant gets direct sunlight, and in the evening this plant get in indirect sunlight. So I also does the same. I keep this plant in my east facing window, and I water it very often. I water it after 3 to 4 days. The soil mixture the seller used for this plant is totally coco coir. Actually the Hoyas are aeroids, so if you place your Hoyas in a very bad soil mixture, then you are getting to lose your plant. So if you have any kind of Hoyas, then I recommend you to use a very well drained soil. it is better to use coco coir. I water this plant after 3 to 4 days because the soil mixture is quite light, and since I bring this plant, I never fertilize this plant till now. I get to know that the Hoyas like their soil to be alkaline. So if you have any varieties of Hoya, you can also use crushed eggshells for your plant. And now after knowing this fact, I am also collecting eggshells from my fridge after using them. And I hope that this will help my Hoyas to be in good shape. So the next plant is a variety of Christmas cactus. Maybe you have seen this plant because this is a quite common plant, and if you are visiting your nurseries during winter time, you may have seen this plant because this plant is known as Christmas cactus, and during Christmas this plant gives a flower. This plant name is Schlumbergera truncunata. Schlumbergera is a genus of plant, and truncunata is the species name. This species name. Actually, this plant is also known as Thanksgiving cactus because this is a variety of cactus, but this is a jungle cactus, and during winters this plant also blooms. My flower bloom is in white color. The flower doesn't smell any, but the time it flower, I just forgot to click a picture of that flower, so I couldn't show you the flower. The flower is very beautiful in color. This cactus variety have different colors of blooms. Mine was in white color. You can use this plant as an hanging basket plant. Some have asked me that what plant we should use for hanging basket. So this is also a plant that you can use for your hanging baskets. This is a very slow growing plant, and because this is a jungle cactus, this plant doesn't need that much of heavy soil mixture. So you should use a very well drained soil because this plant is a cactus, so the cactus will get root rot if you place your cactuses in a very dense soil. So you should always use a very well drained soil. I use 50%, 70% of coco peat, 20% is sand, and rest is perlite. When the new stem grow, the growth will be on the tip, and you can see that in my plant there are several new stems are appearing. So the new stem is in red color. That also looks very beautiful. This is also very easy to propagate plant. You can see actually I have placed many cuttings in the same potting mixture. You can see that there are at least 5 to 6 stems that I just tried to propagate, and to my surprise this is also get new leaves. So if you don't want your plant to get hanging, so you can also cut that growing tip and place that growing tip into the same soil mixture to make your plant very fuller. You should always water each and every cactus, and also this cactus in relationship with the sunlight your plant is getting. I keep this plant in my south facing window, and in winter time I water it very less because that time the sunlight is also very low in my room. But now I keep this plant in my east facing window, and it is summer here, so the soil mixture tends to get very dried out. So I watered this plant after 2 to 3 days, and as the soil gets dried out, I keep this plant in terracotta pot because I think that terracotta pot are best for indoor plants because the water absorption is good in terracotta pot. So I use mostly terracotta pot for most of my plants. So if you are growing this plant also, I am very curious to know that how you are taking care of your plant. Please, if you have this plant, please tell me your techniques that you are using to grow this plant. Please comment down below in the comment section. And I think that this is a must try plant, and you should also keep this plant in your home because with a very less care in winters you are going to get a very beautiful hanging basket with beautiful flowers. So here are the next plant. These are anthuriums. Anthuriums are very easy to care house plants and very common in house plant market. Anthuriums are very slow growing plant. In my case, I have seen that they are very slow growing plant. I purchased this plant from nearby my nursery. Anthuriums are quite expensive nowadays. Anthuriums are very easy to care and easy to propagate houseplant, and they are very popular also because these plants are believed, and also in some test by NASA it is also got certified that anthuriums are the best air purifying houseplant. So if you are looking for a houseplant which will clean your indoors with a less amount and care, so you should purchase this plant for sure. I purchased this plant from a nursery, and I have this plant flower color is purple in color. I am sharing you a picture where I have clicked this plant flower. Actually, anthuriums, the leaves are in heart shaped, and the flower is in a spathe. The middle section is the flower, and the outer section or the outer part is the spathe of the flower. Anthuriums are very easy to care plant, as I told you earlier. If you are looking for a easy breezy house plant which will have beautiful foliage and also that plant blooms, so you can purchase anthuriums for your indoors. Anthuriums required a very well drained soil, but that soil must be very well drained, but also that soil mixture have a capability to retain water, because this plant also love moisture. You should never place any variety of anthuriums near by the windows because direct sunlight will burn its leaves. So I place this plant in near my, I think that is my south facing window, and the where that plant get indirect sunlight, but that sunlight is quite bright, because if you keep this plant also survive in low light area, but low light area will reduce the producing of new leaves and the growth. But if you place your plant in indirect sunlight, but the sunlight is bright, then you can see that the growth will be very faster. Anthuriums are not heavy feeder or fertilizer, so till now I purchased this plant after before 2 months, but since I never fertilized this plant, I am thinking of fertilizing this plant with cow dung manure, but I am running out of cow dung manure, so I leave this plant as it is. I water this plant based on the requirement. When the top 1 to 2 inch of the soil is dried out, I water this plant. This plant loves humidity, so you could spray your plant 2 to 3 times in a day. That will help this plant to get the required amount of moisture, and the dust accumulated on the surface of the leaves will also get cleaned up. So you could use misting to increase the humidity. Also, you can put a pebble tray under the pot, and also you can use the humidifier for your plant. I just mist my plant time to time. I also have a humidifier, but I did not use my humidifier for this plant. But maybe when the temperature rises, I will use a humidifier for this plant. So purchase this plant if you want a beautiful flowering plant in your indoors and also want to purify your indoors. Anthuriums are very easy to propagate plant. You can separate the bulbs from the mother plant. I separated it because the mother plant is not doing good after the flower was gone. So I separate the bulb. There are 7 to 8 bulbs. I keep some of the bulbs with the mother plant, and I separate 2 to 3 bulbs from the mother plant, and you can see that the both pots are doing good. One plant is, the mother plant is still in its nursery pot, and the other plant is in terracotta pot. Anthuriums are very easy to grow because you can keep this plant or grow this plant in any kind of soil mixture. You can use a good potting mixture. You can also use the normal garden soil for your anthuriums, and I think that will not does any harm to your anthurium. So please tell me that how you're taking care of Anthurium, because this is also new to me and I hope that this plant will thrive in my home. Still, after 20 minutes of video, I have some house plants which I want to show you, which are quite new to me, and I recently purchased them. So please stay tuned to my channel to know more that with what plant I purchased and what cost I have to pay for this plant. So in next video I will show you those plant, and if you like my content, like my video, share this video with your plant friends, and if you think that my content are helpful to you, please subscribe to my channel to get to know more about houseplant care and how I'm taking care of my houseplants. That's all for today friends. See you in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.